You start,
Yeah,
King.
I watch every game, and as hot as the Yankees were, as good as they've looked this season, and I still won't take anything away from them. But what I took away after this season, after this series was over, is that the one thing that the Yankees or any team is going to need to beat the Dodgers is a full staff. I mean, you think about the Dodgers having 14 plus guys on the IL right now. And their lineup is still incredibly formidable. They just have professional at-bats up and down the lineup. They stress you out, especially when you don't have that depth in the starting rotation or in your bullpen. And for me, when you look at the guys that will be getting healthy, it just says you're going to need a full slate, a full loaded, healthy rotation to beat this team. And as good as the Yankees have been playing, it makes me wonder, when it comes October, I'm starting to wonder who can beat the Dodgers with their rotation. And it's only one team kind of right now sticking out in my mind. And we'll see how it goes moving forward. But the Dodgers are just so deep. And you go out and you realize now why they went out and acquired all of those extra pieces. At times we wonder they're going to use them. But now you see how it's going to shake out. And they're so deep, it's going to be hard for any team to be able to withstand that in a series.
Who's the team that you're talking about?
AJ, I don't know if AJ wants to hear this, but right now, I'm going to say if they're able to make a move, I think they still need a bat. The Seattle Mariners, man, with the way that they're swinging the bat, they started to embrace where they play, right, and have a gap-to-gap approach and take the homer when they get it. Cal Raleigh, the big dumper, has been providing all the power that they need, but I think they still need that bat. But when you look at just from a rotation standpoint, a team that could go in there and actually compete, come October, I think the Seattle Mariners, man, I think they're starting to find a real identity and trust, what they do offensively. And if they can add maybe one more bat, I think they're going to be tough to beat in the series.
No, I thought you were going to say the Tigers. The
Me
Tigers are
too.
the team.
Yeah.
The Tigers
I
are the
agree.
team.
That's my other team.
The Tigers,
I agree.
the Mariners, no. The Mariners, listen,
They're,
Cal
but
Raleigh.
the
I love
Tigers
Cal
are the
Raleigh.
D-backs. Yeah, the Tigers are the D-backs of the American League. I totally agree.
They're
But I
way
just
better.
They're
way better than the Diamondbacks.
I didn't say the Tigers because they're already up there for me. I just mean a team that nobody's thinking about that could have a chance. I agree with you 100%, AJ. But I mean a team that even with the way they're playing, nobody could see happening. I just still think that rotation is that good. But I agree. The Tigers are still my favorites in the American League right now. I agree.
Here's
That's not a disagreement.
No, here's the problem with the Mariners though. Their rotation is kind of beat up from all the innings they threw last year, and they really have one guy swinging the bat. It's Cal Raleigh right now. And Cal Raleigh, listen, I know what Aaron Judge is doing, but for the defense and what Cal Raleigh brings to the Mariners, he's got to be in the MVP conversation. You guys all laughed when I said I would take him in my top 3 players in baseball. You guys all laughed, you and Kratz, but
I didn't
listen,
laugh.
he's there. He platinum glove, right there in the lead for home runs.
Yes.
Catches every day, like every single day. Now, will he slow down a little bit?
Both sides of the dish.
Yeah. More than likely, yes. I mean, but here's the thing about the Yankees. Here's my takeaways from the series. And I didn't watch it, I admit it, but I did see the highlights and I did look at the box scores every morning. First of all, the first time Fried got roughed up. He got roughed up. Team that has faced him a few times, they roughed him up, okay? Shohei, 2 homers, big deal, left on left, obviously. Judge and Ohtani hitting homers in the same inning, kind of cool. First time it ever happened. Cool. Okay, second game is a wash. But Will Warren ain't the answer for the Yankees, so they're going to have to find another starter. He's not going to make it. I'm sorry, Will. I'm sure you're a fabulous fella, but it's not.
Stroman's coming back.
Okay, maybe he's the answer. I don't know. But they're going to have to find a starting pitcher, and Kike pitching is always fun.
Yeah.
Kike versus Pablo Reyes is pretty awesome. Dalton rushing, by the way. First homer off a position player. It's kind of funny. Hit his homer off Pablo Reyes. It's kind of funny. And then last but not least, the game last night, first time Yamamoto's really got roughed up. Like the Yankees roughed him up a little bit. I hadn't seen that out of anybody.
He had the one bad start against the Diamondbacks.
Yeah, but I mean, this was one of those where you're like, okay, is he human? Because he had been so good the whole year. So, listen, the Dodgers beat the Yankees 2 out of 3. At least they're not having parties and telling everyone that we knew they were going to beat the Yankees. But I don't know. It's May. It's June 2nd. I mean, can we really take a lot of it? Because these teams are going to be different when they get to the postseason.
Mookie Betts wasn't playing in the
Mookie Betts, by the way, that's a big deal. He stubbed his toe and broke his toe.
Yeah, fractured his toe.
How do you do that?
It's the one next to the big toe. It's the second toe. So apparently you can
I've
take
done
those
it
together.
I've done it getting out the shower.
You've done it?
Happened. Getting out the shower. The shower has like a little ledge you have to step over, and on the way out. Yeah, broken toe. It happens. Happens, AJ. Everybody's not as agile as you, AJ. Okay.
How long were you out for with a broken toe?
I wasn't out though. You just played through it. I mean, that was me. I didn't have Mookie Betts money, so I had to grind through it. So
FT fan by now, you know if you're buying, selling, trading, collecting cards, Arena Club is the spot. We've been talking about them all season long, but I do want to focus on the slab pack experience, Kratz, since you've been ripping some slab packs digitally. And what happens?
I mean, as a kid, you wanted to rip open the packs. How can they do this digitally? Oh, baby. This is exciting. How the graphics come out and everything. And oh, yeah, the card that you pull, you can actually get that, John, physically. So it's perfect. It's all in one place, and it's a super exciting experience.
Yeah, they send that to you from the vault if you want it. But if you look at it and you're like, it's not the card for me, I want to sell it back, go for it. You can do any of that on Arena Club, and you can acquire the best value for your money with those slab packs, transparent checklists, and Arena Club's Slab Safe program. Right now, you can get 20% off your first slab pack or card purchase by going to arenaclub.com/FAL and use code FAL. arenaclub.com/FAL. Use code FAL. Yeah, you had to.
I tell you what, there's one thing. I mean, I love Mookie. I've known Mookie forever, since he first came up. People are still amazed. They were like, "Man, you were Mookie's first RBI." I was like, "No kidding. I played with Mookie when he first came up." Okay, but man, if you're Mookie Betts, you gotta make up a better story. Like,
What do you
I
want the
stubbed it
story
in the
to be?
shower, or whatever he did. I don't know, something like I was playing kickball with my kids or something. I don't know, something. But he's too athletic to stub his toe and break his toe.
His
he
was.
needs an Uncle Rico story. I kicked the kickball clear across those mountains and broke my toe
Yes,
doing it.
exactly, something like that. You're Mookie Betts.
His was he stubbed it on some furniture walking to the bathroom in the dark.
You know what? Okay, funny story. So, and I'm in a lot of hotels. Like, Cam, I stay in a lot of hotels. So I wear my trusty Nixon watch right here. You can see it. $100. Everyone's like, why do you sleep in your watch? Because when I wake up in the middle of the night and I got to go to the bathroom, it has an LED light that I can go like this.
Let's go.
And it shows me how to walk. So I don't stub my toe. So Mookie, invest in a watch that has a light on it.
Not just a watch of Nixon. Shout out Nixon.
Not those damn Rolexes and all that stuff. You be watching the Petites and the Richard Meals and all those. Like, they don't have lights, but this little Nixon, that's $100. It gets me to the bathroom when I need to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. It doesn't wake anybody up.
So yes, you're right. We will see totally different looking teams, or at least somewhat different looking teams when we get later in the year. I mean, you would think one of, if not both of Snell and Glasnow could be pitching late in the season for the Dodgers if they eventually get themselves back on track. My other thing that also holds true, I think, still is that the National League is far superior to the American League.
Absolutely.
I think the Tigers the Tigers and the Yankees, sure, they're having
the Tigers and the
years.
Yankees have separated themselves from the whole American League.
I agree.
Absolutely.
And then you go to the National League and you're like, there's teams that can, I think, play ball with the Dodgers, right? I think the Padres,
100%.
I think the Mets, I think the Phillies, if they fix the bullpen a little bit. I think there's quite a few teams, 3 or 4 teams in the National League that could put up
100%.
a pretty damn good fight, and you could make a case that they're better than the Tigers and the Yankees. So this was a good litmus test, but with the Yankees using, their 2025 ace on Friday, they still lost that game. To me, that was like the big one.
Yeah. Of course.
And also, too, the Yankees, what worries me, they still wait for the homer. Before yesterday, all their runs via homer.
That's a good call. It is a home run reliant team.
It is still, even now.
Hey, everybody. Be sure to like and subscribe for more content.
We're back here every weekday, all year long, so do not miss an episode.
The videos are coming in all day. Here's another video you might enjoy.
Baseball the way it should be covered.